let's get things absolutely fucking straight before I get going on this. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is Hayden's TIG welder.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Definitely make it easier. And I did a little bit of tigging at Chop Shop. That sounds weird.
Sounds bad.
At Black Arts Fabrication. I feel like doing this is bad because if I remember, that's how Jack Shanahan got electrocuted. Yeah. I'm gonna try it anyway. Because you want the weight off. I know that there's like little tricks. I don't know them.
I wrap it around my arm.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I've earthed out my bench. That's not going to kill my Blue Eddy, is it? I have a new Blue Eddy coming as well.
Oh, sweet.
Big boy. So these, if you don't already know, I work with Blue Eddy and they're sick. Like these things, I take them to all the track days we go to. How often do they come in handy?
They power the fridge, the fans.
They got everything.
Everything.
Yeah. The whole weekend. 3 days we're out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try TIG. And I felt better when the music was on, but we've got to turn the music on because
YouTube things.
YouTube. So now I'm shaking. Don't know what's going on.
Knees weak.
Spaghetti. I need to do this because tomorrow I'm actually got a full day of tattooing scheduled. So I really need to try and get this done now before my left arm's basically unusable for a couple days at least.
What are you getting?
Sort of Japanese themed. Alright.
No.
Boston said, oh, Japanese themed, you should get a falcon. You should get the falcon and what did they say? The falcon and a cherry blossom tree, the kid said. I'm like, well, that is definitely our Japan, but no.
It's not actual.
Yeah. So no, I'm actually going traditional style Japanese is the plan. Alright.
Oh, he's got the head flick. He's a fabricator.
It's already touched the end. Oh, damn it. Oh, it was a tack though. Maybe I'll do an outside tack.
If only you had these special clamps that would hold things together whilst you tack them.
Well, this is a slightly different size, so that's the thing that's throwing me off as well. That doesn't quite sit over. It sits like right on it, so trying to hold it as square as I can. Put the gun down.
Look at the straight lines.
Well, that's just how I did it. I reckon this might be it. This might be the one.
Spastics are us. Whoa, flash me.
You're meant to keep the gas near it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's usually how shielding gas works.
Okay, but it's a freaking tack, brother. Alright? I'm not going to weld it out. I think I'll stick to me tacking. And we don't have a lot of gas, do we?
No.
I don't think I did anything then, did I? Nope. I was melting. Maybe I was melting in the wrong direction.
Because you're working with the gap, you want to angle up towards it, I would have thought.
Why isn't this working? Why am I making... Oh, that was burning.
Yeah, that was very burning.
I've just made a hole. I don't want a hole. Why did that tack so nice? Why did the first one work good and not this one? Why am I melting, Hayden? I shouldn't need filler or anything there. Why is it doing that? You don't know either, do you? All right, TIG ran out of gas, ended up falling back onto the MIG just to do some tack welding. Like I said, I'm not going to attempt to weld all this out. I'm just not good enough welder, but I have completed the exhaust fab. I think it's all going to work. I'm still going to try and slip it all back out, but I basically deleted a joiner because normally there's like a joiner here. I've deleted that, so I'm hoping this long, basically it's a big long front pipe, so I'm hoping that comes out in one. I don't see why not. Like, it should just slip straight up out of there. It's got a pretty straight run to get out. Up there I've also done the gate, so external gate pops out just there. Probably end up putting a thing in the future to plumb it in, but yeah, that'll do for now. And yeah, I'm gonna drop it down now. I tucked it up as tight as I could. This is all 3.5 and then drops back down to 3 here, so gives yourselves a lot of volume, and then it tapers down. Should help me clear out some of the gases. Obviously once the gases cool down, they contract, they get smaller, so that's the idea behind going as big as possible off the turbo and then back down to 3-inch for the rest of the car. Should be the goods. I tell you what, it's been very testing. I'm single dadding at the moment. Both my kids, wife's away, so I'm trying to parent and keep the kiddies entertained, as well as try and get this done. I've been on my own all arvo trying to get it done, and just, I guess it's like 8 o'clock at night now, and I just got more of a bit of a oomph to get going again. I probably let it go for a couple of hours. Hayden ended up stealing my front wheels to go to a car meet. Pretty funny. He started painting his, didn't get it done in time. When I say his, they're actually mine as well. Anyway, I'm going to drop it down now and have a look at how my intercooler piping lines up. I definitely can't weld alloy in any way, shape or form, but I'm hoping the turbo actually fell close to the same spot as the other one, so we'll take a look now. All right, looks like my intercooler piping actually lines up really nice, but for some reason my inlet doesn't. However, I have to change the inlet anyway because I'm not going to be running an airflow meter, and I don't know about this whole breather setup the car's got going here. It's really kind of unnecessary that it's coming back in. It should all just be going straight to the catch can. Well, I guess this is actually the legal way of doing it, so maybe I will keep it like that to keep the constabularies, whatever you want to call them, happy. But overall, I think we're definitely leading in the right direction. We'll continue this vlog when I've got more energy. Alright, so tattoo booking didn't happen. Tattooist called up last minute. Her girlfriend is going into labour, so good enough reason to not be there for tattooing today on the Sunday. We've just rocked up down at the Gold Coast to pick up my Suzuki. If you haven't noticed in the background, my Suzuki hasn't been around, and it's been getting a ton of electrical work down here on the Gold Coast to make it much better, and it's been a bit of an electrical nightmare, and it's been here getting all the work done, so we'll go and have a look. All right, meet the man in the moment.
There you going?
Is your website all custom?
Aussie Custom Garage.
Aussie Custom Garage.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll put a link down here, and I'll actually try and do it this time. Luke, I'm looking at you, bud, while you're editing this. Make sure you put his thing down there. But we now have a full-blown party bus. This is so freaking sick. He's gone above and beyond on this. So got a switchboard, which I had for years, which was for aux beam lights, but I used the lights for something else. The lights actually went bad. Then this car pride thing, which I'll need to do a review on. They actually sent me that a long time ago, and I'd always had the plan to put it into here. Didn't have the electrical skills to make it happen. However you do, he's gone like nuts on this thing. So I've got a full stereo. I've got a stereo in the Suzuki now, which is a massive plus. I've got dual battery now, which actually works, not just having a battery down the back here, you know, in a place where I'd plan to put it one day. Interior light.
All your little fuse box and shit there.
Oh, crazy.
That's for your switch panel.
Oh, that's something I'm not allowed to touch. So we now have a full-blown reverse camera up here, which is sick, and you can just turn it on and off with the switch panel, which is amazing. Oh, so the air's on here as well.
Yep.
Front diff lock.
Yeah.
You hear that leaking? That's another thing I got to fix.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you were just saying now, when battery goes flat, if my start battery goes flat, I can hit this and it'll switch to...
You'll switch the power from the rear
other
battery to the front, just to get you started again.
So is that battery at the back running the winch now?
No.
No, it's still the
Still
little one.
off this one.
Yeah.
At the moment.
So if that one's dying, I'm on a big hill, can I press that and it'll do it?
And it'll push the power back to that battery, and then so that way you've got your 2 batteries working together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that'll be handy. I've definitely been stuck on some big hills and she starts to like die. Probably going to need to upgrade the alternator realistically in this thing, but man, insane. What else have I not seen? It's looking insanely neat under there. That's normally hanging down and hitting my legs.
The only thing I didn't do was I didn't want to drill a hole into your bonnet.
I think so. I'm worried about things like this.
I was going to suggest for you to make up a loop out of some of your steel
Yeah.
that you got them mounted there. But
That's actually a good idea.
I've wired it all so on it.
So good to see the Suzuki again. Those of you that are new to the channel and really confused why I slammed a Patrol, it's because I really do like off-roading and I have a Suzuki on 37s. So I don't need a Patrol as an off-roader. And then I also have the Raptor, which is quite decent off-road as well. Actually really good off-road, so.
So that's your wiring for your...
Oh, cool. So when I do...
Yeah, if you do it that way, otherwise I'll nut thread it and do all that.
I reckon the hoop's a good idea. I'd actually like the hoop. Maybe a bit of an American style one that comes out a bit.
Yeah, like a bar sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Sick. Oh, that broke. I wonder when I broke that.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm not surprised, but...
The amount of engine mounts you've gone through.
Oh, dude, it's shocking. Okay, a couple hours later now, Zook is obviously back home. I'm beyond stoked. Honestly, if you guys could do me a favor and definitely give his channel a follow. I'll link it again here and I'll put it down in the description as well. Luke, remember to do that because he's a bloody legend for helping us out with that one. But we're back on to JZX100 things. Hayden still hasn't given my front wheels back, but he's actually out looking after the kids, so I can't complain about that. My fab work, I will call it, but pieced together here, and Flano's back over. He's under the mast right there, but welding out my screamer pipe now, and then we're going to be welding out the whole dump pipe setup. Have to weld in and work out where I'm going to put the O2 bung still, and then I have the O2 bung and a few other bits and pieces on the way, and then we'll be able to get this all set up. And right now I'm about to start working on the Garrett wastegate to put 14 pound spring in it, or springs, whatever I need to do to make 14 pound springs into this, and get this all set up and get it back into the car where it will stay and live. So I need to work out what fittings I need to put on it and all that sort of jazz. So should be good. I'm excited but scared at the same time. I think this could be water cooled. Is that what that is? I feel like a water cooled.
Yeah, so that's a water port there. There should be one on the other side as well.
Yeah.
So you have one in, one out.
One out.
Yeah, so you got one there, one there.
If that's you can if you want to, or is that?
No, you can if you want to. It's a similar concept to what some of the other gate manufacturers do, where they water cool them to try and just mitigate like how much the diaphragms melt over time.
Right.
But I mean, I've never run it on
Yeah.
any of my cars, but being a street car, it wouldn't hurt.
I feel like it'd be it's less thrashing. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but it's more like just like longer driving. It's like the heat will stay there a little bit longer. Much of much is really.
It's a lot of fittings and mucking around, so we'll see. I'll look into it a little bit more, see what springs we need to put in this, and go from there. That you got a bit of a time lapse of Flano welding this out. Alright, so I'm pulling my Garrett gate apart. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3 springs in it now. So basically I just need to do a little bit of calculation, work out what springs I need, how heavy, and get it all back together. It's scary touching this stuff because I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really. You're happy?
Very
Happy?
Fit up much better this time.
Yeah, I put a bit of extra effort in there for you, bud.
Yeah, glad. This is much better. Easy to weld, looks better. Don't touch it.
Well, that was the easy part.
Oh yeah, look, I'm not. There's some of this that's really good.
Some of it's fine, a lot of it's nice and tight, but where I tried to weld and blew holes is basically where the problems are.
Where we have the thick filler rod.
Ah, thick boy.
The gap filler.
Alright.
So we can jump over these welds.
Alright, we are still pumping along, and by we I mean Plano. But no, we just went and cut out the hole. We actually test fitted it up and worked out where we needed to put the O2 sensor. So the bung here from Ben Brothers for the O2 sensor, which is going to go perfectly. Super stoked on this. The whole R-Tech Garrett setup is just exciting. I'm actually really pumped. So yeah, Plano's at the last, essentially the last welds. You concentrating? You gotta get that pinhole too.
Yeah.
That pinhole's. Do you vape? You only ciggies now. If you vaped, we could have tested it.
Could have. But no, should be alright.
Yeah.
Should be alright.
Vape smokers are very handy for finding any pinholes in intercooler piping and whatnot.
Now, for the most part, this one was a lot better fit up than the last one. There's a couple little pinholes here and there.
I'm getting more better.
Way more better. I reckon by the time we go back to doing the patrol, it's gonna be nice.
We do have to redo the exhaust. I haven't shown you where it all got bent up.
Oh god, I don't want to know. But like you can see, half decent welds where the fit up's nice, and then you've got whatever this
Yeah,
is
that was a
that you
patch.
did there.
That was a patch, don't worry.
And then here where you attempted to weld and
I made
filled a bunch of
holes. Yeah.
So
Look, this is the bit that people won't see anymore. The bit under here where it's all looking pretty damn good. Good
it's alright.
stuff.
It'll be alright.
And what are you doing?
I'm fixing wheels so you charge me more.
Yeah, so these are actually a set of my wheels that have been used for drifting. What happened to your wheel?
Ran out of talent.
Ran
And
out of
when I hit a pole, I also destroyed a wheel. So
And that's where my fronts now are currently on there because he's prepping these for paint. But they're going to look good.
yeah, well the other one looks mint.
Yeah.
Like it's in primer yet, but
He's going above and beyond to make them super clean. And he hasn't actually bought them off me yet, but when he does, they're going to be real nice, clean wheels. So I'm going to have to ask a premium for these wheels.
there's only one.
You know?
There's only one issue.
What? Well, you're saying my ground's flat.
No.
No, that's uneven ground, mate.
Oh, you're gonna go blame that on the ground.
Yeah.
The ground's definitely not flat.
Where's there?
Yeah, there's a ding.
There's a straight spot
Give
there.
me a
Yeah.
hammer, I'll
Fix
fix
it.
it.
No, you give it to a proper wheel guy.
Ah, don't worry about
That'd be
that.
a quick one.
Just hit it really hard with the hammer.
I saw Lucy from Black Art shared a video, and hers were way worse than that. And they pushed it out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, go on.
They need to make noise.
Go on. So at the end of the day, I'm proud of this. I think you should be proud of it. We're definitely not professionals. I do miss having Frosty do the fab stuff. He has to have a normal job, boo. And then obviously, yeah, Black Arts again on another level with his fab, as you can see on my S13. But I'm very stoked that we've done this. And it's going to perform, obviously. It just doesn't look as pretty as it does when you get the full-blown fab guys that are doing it day in, day out and really, really know their stuff. Where this was all me, and then Flano's come in and had to deal with my indiscrepancies with the prep. Big thank you, sir. No, you're happy with yourself, aren't you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's better than it was last time. I like all of this a lot.
Yeah.
This not so much.
Yeah, but you won't see that, and you won't see that. You'll see all this.
Which looks pretty good.
This looks too bad. And no one's going to be underneath my car, let's face it. So, you know, from a sense of what you'll directly see. So, yeah, very happy that this is done now. I've got a massive shout out to Flano for coming out and handling the welding side of things, and Ben Brothers supplying all the materials there to get that done.
What's up, brother?
Brother! Yeah, obviously Garrett, Artec's been huge with getting this project underway, so really stoked on them. Anyway, we'll get on to more stuff in tomorrow, but later in this vlog. All right, guys, as our videos play out, like there have been a bunch these days, we school holidays, so Princey bloody lashing from work. Was it RDO?
It was an audio.
RDO. So we've been out with the kids all morning till what, 3 o'clock? Basically, we just got back here anyway. Gone ahead and bolted the dump bike back on. I've literally sat a bolt in the O2 sensor hole because the place where I've ordered it from, they post all about fast shipping and stuff, but it hasn't even left their thing, their business, and yeah, it's Monday afternoon. I think it would have left Monday morning, but hasn't left yet, so that's annoying. So I don't have an O2 sensor. I'm waiting on one. I could have driven down there today and just picked it up. Hour either way. Anyway, we don't have that, but we've gone ahead, yeah, bolted the exhaust up, fully bolted the exhaust up. We still need to run a, what's that called?
That's an AFM.
Airflow meter, because I don't have the ECU in yet. So what we are waiting for, Russ ordered for me, is a O2 sensor with controller, which that'll get wired into the link, and then also a Mac valve, which, yeah, a Mac valve and a mount for the Mac valve, which I'm waiting from that other place, and something else I'd ordered that I needed. Oh, air temp sensor. So we need those couple things to be able to plug the link in and basically get the car tuned. So we're waiting on those few things, but now we're going to do our first fire up. The car doesn't have water in it yet, so I'll just do a little fire up and see what she sounds like. Oh, you're going to do the others.
Well, it's up to you.
No, go on. No, it's fine. We just to be fair, just to let people know, we have primed already. We made sure there's oil pressure and everything. Ran oil through it. Essentially, like, you know, cranked it till it had oil pressure.
Done.
Yeah. Well,
it was a running car, but still.
yeah. And the O2 sensor's kind of like,
That's an AFM.
yeah, AFM's not 100%. Well, I just moved that around and started idling better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not sealed. Intercooler pipe has a vacuum leak there, and I don't have clamps there. However, Artec manifold, Garrett turbo, and the Fink fab exhaust. I can be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit unhappy with how low the dump pipe sits. It's a bit lower than I would have liked it, and I'll probably end up doing some adjustments to it in the near future just to bring it up a bit tighter to the bottom of the car. It sounds, I feel like that is more responsive.
That's good.
That's good, eh? I'm excited to hear this turbo like. I just blew you in the cooler pipe
Just
off.
about blew it off. I ran one more when you blow it off.
Yeah.
Sounds good though. The bolt that I've got sitting there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, go turn it off, turn it off. I don't have water in it yet, so.
That's what I'm turning it off.
Sounds sick.
It does.
Very happy with that. I'm excited to get this thing up and running properly. But I think we'll probably wrap this one up here. If you haven't already, check out lukefink.com, subscribe to all that good stuff. We have new stuff here for the Patrol, these new headlights, which we'll talk about in the next video. But yeah, massive shout out to Ben Brothers on this episode. Artec, Garrett, so many rad brands helping us out and getting involved in this, and makes me very freaking excited. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get that Ben Brothers. I'm hitting them up for titanium intake. I want to do a titanium intake.
It'd be sick.
Have to do one, look. It just needs one.
It does.
Does.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next one. Peace out.